my partners, Obispo Hyperbarics. This is a business which I invited to join my regenerative and anti-aging clinic 4.5 years ago. The reason for that invitation was that in my training in Europe, we use compressed oxygen or hyperbaric oxygen therapy for regeneration because it stimulates stem cell production by bone marrow by 800%, believe it or not. So obviously it's very good for healing and it's very good for regeneration. And little story, when I was a child, my grandpa, who had diabetes, he developed a diabetic foot ulcer, and he was facing an amputation. Luckily for all of us, at my mother's hospital, where she was surgeon, there was a hyperbaric chamber like this, and after 5 sessions, the amputation was no longer in question, and my grandpa healed his wound, enjoyed the gardening and the country house, and lived long life, and we enjoyed him for so many years after that. So when I came to US and I had little complications after my delivery of Nick, my son, I asked the doctor saying, for that infection, can we use a hyperbaric therapy? And they looked at me like, what? Nobody knew what it is, but I know how powerful that therapy is. So I invited Obispo Hyperbaric to join Lapidus Clinic, and now we are two businesses which are thriving and helping each other big time. So good for rejuvenation, but very few people know that actually medical insurance in US cover hyperbaric therapy for so many different indications. I can show you. This is a brochure which my partners developed. All of these are diagnostic codes which are covered by Medicare, SENCAL, all the HMO insurances, all the insurances to come for you and have hyperbaric therapy. Those indications usually very deep wounds, non-healing wounds, something which was flap, like a skin flap, and it's not taking. Very big indication is tissue injury because of radiation therapy, regardless of what kind of cancer was treated with that therapy. Is it a throat cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, or any other cancer? If you're suffering from bleeding after radiation therapy when you urinate, or there's a lot of pain and swelling and scarring around your breast, and lymph nodes are affected because of radiation, and you're developing lymphedema, that will be covered by your insurance and will help you to go through all the steps how to deal with your insurance. In my anti-aging practice, we enjoy those chambers because if you had invasive procedure, microneedling or something which caused a little bruising, then we can eliminate that side effect very quickly. The bruise will disappear in 1-2 treatments in the hyperbaric chamber, and you're back to your normal life without any restrictions. So what is that therapy? And ask me, why are you standing next to this big blue tube? It's kind of scary. In matter of fact, it's not. So this is just a chamber which allows us safely compress oxygen at the level like you're diving 30 feet under the sea level. And what happens then? So I'm like, whatever, can I just breathe oxygen and have the same effect? Well, not exactly. Oxygen is good for us, don't get me wrong. We live on oxygen, we love oxygen, but sometimes when there is no blood flow to your extremity or brain or heart, and how would you deliver that beautiful oxygen there? There is no way, because the hemoglobin which carries oxygen is not reaching the tissue. Well, the trick is, if you compress it by all the physics law, that oxygen will go in the tissue under compression without vessel delivering it there. And the effect, tissue will regenerate because we love oxygen. So I have stories and stories and stories of great recoveries from injuries, athletic injuries, There's off-label, how we call it. If it's not covered by insurance in this country, it means we're using the oxygen therapy off-label. And the biggest and most famous use of it is traumatic brain injuries. All the athletes, big teams, they have those chambers in the stadiums right next to where there's the football teams and baseball, and that's where they go right after the injury. It will reduce edema, it will reduce pain, it will help to heal faster. The other biggest indication for that therapy is any kind of non-healing. So we don't need to wait till your wound become deep and bad. I had a running accident. I can show you before and after pictures of my hand. I did not have any skin on this palm a week ago, and now it's beautifully healed, and I only had 2 sessions. And of course, with my golf game, I have all these rolled ankles and tender shoulders, and I cannot take downtime because I like to come and be here in clinic and help you. I don't like to be sick and stay at home. I want to go next weekend and play my golf game again. So I love Obispo Hyperbarics. They are reliable partners. They're here every day. They providing free consultations. They have different levels of chambers, which I'll show you. They have these ones, which allow to compress oxygen around you at 2.4 atmospheres. They also have a smaller and softer chambers, which are easy to operate. And here you need an assistant who will let you in, lock the door, and look through the window at you, making sure you're okay, talk to you on the walkie-talkie, record every single parameters they're using while they're treating you, and everything is under huge control. Sometimes they combining the oxygen therapy with a light therapy. So this is a light therapy helmet for traumatic brain injuries and other indications. But they are soft chambers. They actually rent to people and deliver to your house. So you can experience the therapy daily. You need multiple sessions to have the full benefit. And they will either rent it to you or they will sell it for you. And those chambers you can actually self-operate. There's a zipper which inside and out, and you can go in, read the book, sleep. Famous actors and athletes, they do that. So when they have something serious, they go in therapeutic chambers which allow high compression of oxygen. And then as a maintenance, they would do soft chambers somewhere on the side. There are so many different indications now, including COVID and autism and all kind of degenerative diseases like Parkinson's and strokes and so on and so forth. Endless. And those indications in different countries like Russia, they covered by insurance. So there it's labeled. We are trying to be the best for our patients, and we have all these beautiful modalities. And I don't believe I have spoken about it. So today I wanted to share with you that we have this available as a partner on the same premises where the Lapidus Clinic is in beautiful Avila Beach. And we here every day, Monday through Friday, and some Saturdays. And if you would like to call and schedule your appointment, you can call us or you can call Obispo Hyperbaric directly. It's 805-440-9856. So please come and check it out. We're the only game in town, and we love to have you. Thank you.